The first suspicions gained strength when European regulators discovered serious flaws in data protection. The Irish Data Protection Commission concluded that TikTok could not guarantee that ByteDance employees in China did not have remote access to the data of European users. This resulted in a gigantic fine, more than €500 million, and a clear order: prove that the data is protected or stop its transfer. But this is just the beginning. Remote access by employees in China. Investigations revealed that Chinese teams had internal permissions to view sensitive user information outside of China. This does not mean that espionage occurred, but it shows that it was technically possible with a few clicks. And in digital security, the greatest risk is precisely this. It is not enough to deny that you do it. The danger lies in being able to do it. The God credential. A former ByteDance executive denounced the existence of a kind of God credential, an internal permission capable of accessing virtually any data from any user, regardless of the country. He also claimed that this credential had been used to monitor Hong Kong activists. The company denies this, but the allegation raised a huge red flag among cybersecurity experts. Case of tracked journalists. Another worrying case. Some ByteDance employees were fired after attempting to track the location of Western journalists using internal TikTok data. This showed two things: that access was possible, and that the company's internal controls were weak enough to allow abuse. Flaws in the search API. Independent researchers reported inconsistencies and a lack of important data in TikTok's audit API. This prevents robust external analysis of how the algorithm works. And when a powerful system is opaque, the risk grows, because no one from the outside can verify if there is manipulation. The ultra-sensitive algorithm. TikTok collects an absurd amount of microdata: the exact time you spend on each video, how many times you repeat it, when you fast forward or rewind, your approximate location, the make and model of your phone, touch patterns on the screen, even your emotional dynamics inferred from your viewing habits. This information creates detailed psychological profiles, something far beyond what traditional social networks do. Now let's go to the deepest level: the power struggle between China and the West. Why is China a concern? In China, companies are obligated to cooperate with the government in any investigation related to national security. This is mandated by law. In other words, even if ByteDance denies it, it would have no way to refuse a state order. And Western governments know this. Data is a strategic weapon. With TikTok's microdata, it's possible to map the behavior of entire populations, identify social trends before they happen, build psychological profiles of vulnerable groups, understand cultural dynamics in real time, and even manipulate the reach of political content. This doesn't mean it's being done, but it's perfectly possible from a technical standpoint. Therefore, governments have banned the app on official cell phones. Several countries have banned TikTok on government devices, including the USA, Canada, England, France, Australia, New Zealand, and part of the European Union. The argument is always the same. You don't install an app with access to sensitive data on a device that carries state information. The TikTok algorithm decides what goes viral, but there is no total transparency about this mechanism. This means that, in theory, a government could amplify content that favors its narrative, reduce the reach of topics it considers threats, and shape public opinion without anyone noticing. In the modern world, this is as powerful as physical espionage. And there's another point. The world's largest social networks have always been American. TikTok is the first global digital giant made in China. For many governments, this is an unprecedented power shift. Now, bringing this to your real life, what to do in the face of all this? You don't need to delete TikTok, but you can use it intelligently. Limit permissions on your phone. Disable location, contacts, microphone when not recording, and storage access. Avoid integrated logins. The more accounts you connect, the more cross-referenced data the company has. Use TikTok on a secondary device. Those who work with sensitive information do this. Journalists, analysts, politicians. Always update the app. Fixed bugs prevent exploitation of vulnerabilities. Be careful what you post. Everything becomes data. Video, caption, time, approximate location, camera type. Everything is information. Ultimately, TikTok isn't just a short video app. It's at the epicenter of a global battle for power, influence, and information. It's not about dances or trends. It's about the gigantic amount of personal data we hand over every day without realizing it. TikTok can be fun, it can be addictive, it can be brilliant, but it is also, without a doubt, the most politically sensitive platform of our generation. And understanding this scenario is the best way to protect yourself in a world where privacy has become currency and where data is worth more than oil. TikTok can be fun, it can be addictive, it can be brilliant, but it is also, without a doubt, the most politically sensitive platform of our generation.